Hello and welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm going to use the tarot to see if we can gain more insight into unsolved mysteries, deaths, and disappearances. Let's get started. Welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki. I'm so glad you're here. Today I want to do a reading about the energy around ALEC Baldwin. Now, he's been in the news on and off for the last few years, since the 2021 incident where he was filming a movie in New Mexico. I think it was called Rust. And he pulled his weapon. He was carrying a gun. It was a Western. And this is controversial, so this is all alleged. This is my interpretation of the cards, and it's just for entertainment purposes. Allegedly, he pulled this gun that he had in a holster, pointed it at his cinematographer, I think it's Helena Hutchins, shot her, and then I don't know if the bullet ricocheted or what, and injured his director, Jack Souza. Now, ALEC says that he didn't point the gun at his cinematographer, who died, and he didn't pull the trigger, and he didn't know the gun was loaded. So I want to just do an energy reading. In 2021, New Mexico investigated it, and they didn't press charges against him. I'm not sure why. I don't remember if they just said there wasn't enough evidence, or, they declined to do anything. I don't know if he settled with the family of Helena Hutchins. I don't know if there's still a lawsuit going on with them. I'm not sure. He hasn't put that out in public. And also the director, Joel Souza, I don't know how he's doing either. I don't know if ALEC gave them both money, or if they're if he's being sued from what happened. I don't know. It's kind of been kept quiet. Now, and they did say recently again, in New Mexico grand jury has now said that they've indicted ALEC of involuntary manslaughter for the death of Helena and the injury of Joel Souza. I just want to do an energy reading. I want to find out, did he knowingly point the gun and pull the trigger? Now, the FBI did test the weapon, and they said that you had to pull the trigger for the gun to go off. I'm not sure what the weapon was. I don't know if you can say gun on YouTube. And he says he didn't point it at her and he didn't pull the trigger. So the gun magically pointed at her and pulled its own trigger, I guess. Went off. He's saying it went off. Now, the other thing about this is that it was loaded with real ammunition, which they do have an armorer. I don't know her name. I think she's also been indicted for negligence. That's about all I know. I haven't done detailed information. I don't like to do too much when I do the readings. My first question I have is, what was going on the set? What was his energy? I'm using the retro poster tarot. Kind of cute. I was going to use the Hollywood tarot I have. I don't think of ALEC as I don't think of him as I was going to do Tinseltown, which my daughter gave me. For some reason, I don't feel like he's a celebrity. I think these are more appropriate for the situation. They're darker. All right. First question I have for the cards. What was the energy around the set, around ALEC? He's 65 now. The Four of Swords. That's interesting. Now this says, oh, this has sayings on it. I never even noticed that. It says rest, recuperation, feeling overwhelmed, meditation, needing alone time, recovery. Now apparently his wife Hilaria, and we'll talk more about her, said that he has PTSD from this, and he needed to take a rest. And I thought, well, what about Helena's family? So he's saying, well, this was stressful. And it was, I'm sure. I would be horrified if that happened to me. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, that also almost looks like ALEC. Hard work, routine, patience, loyal friends, being stubborn, productivity. Now this is how he sees himself, the Knight of Pentacles. Now he since this incident in 2021, I don't know if he's paid money to the victims. I'll say victims because that would be a sign of guilt, I suppose. But he was worth quite a bit of money before this happened. The Emperor. This is also how he sees himself: leadership, success, authority, dependability, entrepreneur, business sense. This is how he sees himself. He sees himself as the king. Now, ALEC has a sketchy past of being not too nice of a guy, and this is all alleged. He was quite mean to his daughter. He has 7 children by Hilaria, who he married in, I think, 2012. She's 40 years old, 25 years difference, give or take. It was recorded and it was put out there, and everybody heard it. And I think he was quite disrespectable to his first wife, Kim Basinger, who I think is one of the most beautiful women and a great actress. I don't think she's remarried either. Apparently, she went through a terrible time with him, according to her publicists. All right, strength. He's going to be strong. Now, this is also an arrogant card. Strength, courage, willpower, coercion, persuasion, control. This is how he's always seen himself. I almost feel like this is the past. Now, he's 65. He was a very handsome man. 65, you can see the years on him. The Chariot. Willpower, determination, solving, moving forward, action, success. I hope you can, these don't have too much glare. He's determined to go forward with this. He's going to stick to his story. There will be, I guess, a jury trial. He's very arrogant. I see very, very arrogant energy around him. The 5 of Pentacles. Destitution, financial loss, disgrace, poverty, isolation, worry. Now, I did do some reading about his finances. He was worth a lot of money. They're selling their home in I'm not sure where it is. He has several homes. I don't want to say this is his future, but this is on his mind. He's very worried about money. Very worried about money. His children go to an exclusive Hispanic immersion class school. I want to say something about his wife Hilaria too, his second wife. 7 children since 2012. She was a former yoga instructor, and she told everyone that she was Hispanic, that she was basically, this had nothing to do with the lawsuit, but I wanted, this bothers ALEC. This is part of who he is now. She told people that she was born in Spain, and she has this, what some people say, phony, all alleged, Spanish accent. She was born in Boston with people, her parents were born here. She claims she had Mexican workers, Mexican maids and stuff, and that's why she's Spanish now. He was really taken with her. He 40 years old, so they've been married, what, 13 years? No, 14 years. He was really, really looked at her I'm getting an age thing with him. That's why I'm bringing this up. Because of the Six of Pentacles also. This is a charity card, giving and taking, sharing wealth, generosity, gifts, kindness. He looks at her as a second chance on youth. I see him very, very bothered by aging, by his aging. And she was like the opportunity to be young again. A lot of men go through that. 7 children, though, that's a lot of children. Apparently she says she had some miscarriages and once more, and she was a yoga instructor, so I'm not sure what that's about. 6 of Swords. Moving forward, calmer waters. Sailing away, healing, guidance, transition. I'm reading that they had a beautiful Christmas, but it was ruined by the second indictment of involuntary manslaughter, and I thought, well, what kind of a Christmas did Helena's Hutchins family have, and Joel Souza? It was very, very kind of cold-hearted, selfish statement. He just wants to go on from him. I don't see any regret in him at all from what happened. Unless it's worry about money. He's worried about money. He wants to move on. He feels he's the king. These 2 cards say it all. He's the emperor. He's the man in charge. And on the set of Rust, it was kind of a, from what I have read about that, it was a low budget type production. The people that worked on it said the money was stingy. The armor, I haven't named her, was sloppy. They're saying all that. They're trying to, I don't know if that's true or not. It's all alleged. Up until that point, up until the last few years, he was the king of the Knight of Pentacles. Hard work, routine. That looks like him. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight. Stubborn. He's going to stick to his story. The Chariot's willpower, strength. I see him trying to will this to all go away. 6 of Swords. He just wants to move away from this. And there's a lot of people, this is all alleged, that say he's not a very nice person. He almost reminds me of, I don't know if I can say this, Robert De Niro. Amazing actor. But he started to make some really strange statements in his, recently, and a few years ago. With ALEC, I see age. I see him in denial. There's the Empress, creativity, abundance, beauty, the birth of something new. He fell head over heels with her. He took in her story, and there's still some people that stand by that she's Spanish and has an accent. And she still has the accent, apparently, though people have recorded her speaking different accents. The reading's not about her. It's just about the phoniness of the relationship. But he's very happy with her. She's very pretty. 7 children. I feel like he's trying to remake his life with her. He's totally in denial of what happened. That's what I'm seeing. The 10 of Pentacles. Financial security, inheritance, windfall, solid foundations. Boy, I'm seeing a lot of positive cards. But this is not where he's at right now. He's on shaky ground financially. He does have a lot of lawsuits going. He's got lawyer fees. He's getting older. There's the King of Pentacles now. Here we go again. Now we've got the King of Pentacles. Providing for the family, reliable, secure, honest, wealthy, stable, faithful. He's set in this. I want to say almost delusional. Now this is all alleged. Wow, I'm seeing almost delusion about who he is, his situation in life. He was worth a lot of money. Was. But it's with 7 children. 7 children. And he has 1 child, 1 daughter from Kim Basinger. I think her name is Ireland. Something like that. Who he was on the outs with, but now apparently they're friends. Now she's having problems. I'm seeing a projection of This is a lot is the past with him. He's living in the past. He really, really still thinks he's cock of the walk, king of pentacles. He's projecting that to his wife, who doesn't really know any better. All she does is keep having children. Oh, I feel with her. This looks like a geisha. She's really, really devoted to him because I'm getting because of who he is. She's got children with him. She's living his delusions, and this is alleged. This is just my interpretation of the card. Here's the real card right here, the moon. Illusion, fear, nightmares, worry, deceptions. He's very, very much in denial about what happened. Okay, so we have this 65-year-old man who thinks he's still the emperor, the king of pentacles. His money's going out to lawyers, lawsuits, things like that. Now that movie Rust, too, apparently from what I did do research on the movie, it was a low budget, kind of a loser type movie. Cheap, they said he was cheap. The armor that he hired, I don't know if she did her job. She's going to be invited also, or if she hasn't been. Okay, so now we're looking at, this is Alex. Living in the past. He still feels like he's the king. I'll pull a few more cards. Totally strong, but he wants to just move away. I mean, they don't want to resolve this. He and his wife are just, we just want this over with. We don't, I get the feeling that their opinions of what happened is, poor Alec, he didn't do this. He didn't pull the gun and point it at someone. He didn't pull the trigger. It's not his fault. And if it was live ammo, it's not his fault. It would be the fault of the person that was in charge of they call him the armorer, I think. And she's indicted also. He's just way out of reality. And she's right up there with him, his wife. What's going to happen with this? I guess it will be a jury trial in New Mexico. What's going to happen when he does have the trial, when it goes? I'm not sure when it is. I don't know if it's scheduled yet. What's going to happen with him? Right now I see he's the old, delusional, somewhat with the situation. Let's mix these up a little bit more. Let's see if we can get some reversals. Some of these cards aren't so slippery. I like these though. I almost used Tinseltown, but I see Alec dark. I don't see him as a young, successful celebrity anymore. He was very handsome when he was younger and very successful and made a lot of movies, but he's always had a reputation for being somewhat hot-headed or all alleged negative. Alright, let's see what comes up. Now this is going to be from his viewpoint. Just pull a few cards. Let's see what we get. Okay, what's going to happen with this indictment? I don't know when it's going to trial. The Ten of Wands. Wow, heavy burden. Hard work, duty, stress, uphill struggle. Now, the only real evidence they have, I don't think they were taping when that happened. The witnesses, I don't know if anybody really saw anything. This is justice in reverse. That's interesting. And the world in reverse. This is not an ending card. Completion, accomplishment, success. He's not going to recover from this, no matter what the outcome is. And what I'm getting so far is the jury, Two of Wands, planning, stepping out in the world, discovery. The jury, I don't think, is going to find him Oh, he apparently did manslaughter, but they're not going to come down heavy on him. I'm getting the Ten of Swords. Wow, nightmares. Ruin, rock bottom, being over. I don't know if he's playing the victim. Justice in reverse tells me that not a lot's going to happen to him. I think he will be found guilty of something. The Knight of Wands. Impulsive. Sexual energy action. I think he's gonna testify, and I think the jury's gonna be taken in by his star quality, even though he isn't a big star anymore. I don't think they're going to find him guilty of involuntary manslaughter. And the one thing that I do see, they'll find him guilty of something. Carelessness. They're gonna blame it on I think they're going to blame it on the armorer, which, if she didn't check the gun, why would it have live bullets in it? I don't know. He didn't check it either, obviously, but I don't even know if he'd know if it had live bullets in it or not. I don't know if he's very knowledgeable about that. I don't see a big penalty coming down for him. A few more cards. The King of Cups. They're going to be impressed with him. New Mexico jury. A lot of reversals. He's going to come across, he's going to look as good as he can for his age, married man, good advice. They're going to be impressed with him, the jury. The Queen of Swords. Sharp wit. It's in reverse. This is in reverse. Now this is words that aren't true. I get that he's going to razzle-dazzle him. Razzle-dazzle him. Then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. This is a crossroads, stalemate, taking off the blindfold. They're going to find him guilty of something. I don't see jail time. He's going to get on the stand, and I don't know if he's going to say he pulled the trigger or not. He's stood by that so far. And his lawyer will come up and say, well, this possibly could have happened, it possibly didn't happen. Then we have the Knight of Cups, romantic. Yeah, he's going to razzle-dazzle him. Celebrities do that. I don't know who the people on the New Mexico jury will be. I'm assuming it's going to be a jury trial. What I'm getting is, he's totally, I want to say, not feeling bad. He feels bad that this happened because of the bad publicity, and he does have a lot of bad publicity. This is going to affect him, I think, for the rest of his life, for the rest of his career, I should say. They're not going to forget this. He's going to be paying out a lot of money. I think the jury may find him guilty to some degree. I don't see him going to jail. He may have to pay restitution, more restitution. He may have to be on some kind of public service. I don't see a big deal for him, except for the fact that the world is going to know about this. I don't think the jury is going to be able to handle this, is what I'm saying. It depends on the people on there. Well, that's kind of interesting. I don't see jail time for him. I see that the fact that the gun was loaded with live bullets, and it's not his job to check it, to be honest. There's a lot of secrets out there. The armorer is the one that's going to take the fall. That's what I'm getting. For some reason, I didn't look up her name, and I don't know who she is. All right, will he do any jail time? I think he might be public service. He might have to pay fines to New Mexico or whoever. He's already, I think, in lawsuits. Oh, excuse me. Will he do jail time? No, Alex do jail time. ALEC. I see this as scarring him for the rest of his career, possibly his life, but he's only 65. But this is going to follow him. It's going to follow him. Will he do jail time? There he is again. Same cards are coming up. Whoa. There's the Tower. And this is going to be the end of his career. It's going to affect his relationship with Hilaria, or Hillary. Her name is actually Hillary. He's going to be very unhappy and tough to live with forever and ever. He's going to see this as an affront. I still don't see jail time, because he will appeal this. There we are, the Ten of Wands again. Heavy burden. Page of Swords, curiosity, new ideas, gossip. The Knight of Swords. Ambitious, risk taker, dust talker, quick-witted. I don't see jail time. I do see they're going to find him guilty of something. I'm not sure what the law is in New Mexico for when this happened. And this is going to be, I don't see prison, I see making restitution somehow to the state. But this is going to affect him for the rest of his life. They're going to find him guilty in some capacity. But he's just going to say, there shouldn't have been live bullets in there. I was just practicing. Yeah, they're going to let him off of jail time. That's what I'm seeing. Well, I'm going to close the circle. We'll see what happens, I guess. I'd like to know what you think. Let me know. Leave kind comments. The bad ones I just delete, if there are any bad ones. Oh no, you wouldn't do bad ones. Please subscribe, like, and share. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.